Hello everyone, hello, hope you're doing okay. Welcome to Look Back episode 48, is it 48? 48, goodness me. Yes, yeah, hope you're doing well. It's good to see you all. I've been a bit, basically, you've seen on the channel I've been updating a bit. I was just saying, May, last, maybe half of April, May, and just the first week of June have just been just very busy times for me. I've just had lots of, basically things in the schedule, stuff like that. I've just been a bit behind us. Probably still churning out 2 or 3 videos a week, but some of the lives and sort of things like this, I've definitely been a bit slower than usual. But so hopefully I'll get back on track. I think as of probably the first week of June. I think so. Next week, I've said that. I think is it June next week? Probably is actually. But next week I won't be doing a live. Just to sort of preempt that now and just to mention it before I forget. I don't think so anyway, unless something changes. And that should be the last one then, and I think I should be returning to normal then really. So apologies for this. Apologies, the channel's been a bit, been a bit haphazard of late, but it's just been the way it's been really. I've just been so busy at work, stuff like that. And then just busy, with all sorts of personal appointments and things like this. We've seen family and friends and holidays and stuff like that. It's just been that time of year and it's just all come at once. So there we go. So probably very quiet for the rest of the year, but there we are. But anyway, so that's all out of the way, if I can speak properly. So what's look back? Well, it's basically where I look back at what I reviewed 1 year ago and 5 years ago on the channel. The channel's been going for over 5 years, about I think since 2016 I started, so 8 years basically, yeah. So plenty of stuff that I've reviewed in the past. So really we look at what's been going on, whether I agree with it, whether still sort of, if things are sort of still the same score, whether the things are still available or not, things like this. Yep, so we'll see. Neither Andrew, great to see you. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Andrew. Good to see you again. How's the chocolate situation where you are? Hope it's going well. Yes, let's try and get all the graphics up and running, shall we? So let's have a see. So it's a bit rusty, maybe a bit rusty. So there's one. That's good. Good start. Good start. Let's try and find you one. Basically, there's quite a few graphics all over the place. 1 year ago as well. So I did, well, first of all, I will mention, I did a member review 1 year ago. What was the exclusive one? We'll look at that. It's not bad. Nestle Extreme Exotic Mango and Passion Fruit Cones. So bronze level members and above can see this video. It's still available. So that was my exclusive review from around a year ago this time. So pretty interesting one. Basically, things... I don't normally review ice creams on the channel. I don't normally review cereals, chocolate spreads, a few other things. Maybe yogurts, although it's hit and miss. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But so usually they go on to members only. So once all the members above do get some exclusive reviews, and speaking of which, actually we'll be giving away some free memberships today. So basically, bronze, well, it'll be support level memberships or above. Support level members generally get one sort of free, one exclusive review. I guess you will be free if you've been gifted it, but of course, maybe if you are just subscribed, you will. There is a monetary cost to that. So, but as a sort of thank you for that, for the support, I do offer one of the reviews. As an exclusive for support of members as well every month as well. So that is one that will be available. I think Andrew himself actually had one a few weeks back, didn't you, Andrew, when you were gifted a membership and you got to enjoy the exclusive review. Hopefully you liked it. So usually are something a bit special. As I say, there usually will be something a bit different you won't normally find on the channel. So and the reason for that is because I originally sort of said I'm not going to do ice creams and things on the channel. I thought it's the two sort of, you obviously need to sort of finish them off. Things like with a chocolate bar and things, you can technically put it to one side and eat it later. But with an ice cream, you can't really do that as easily. Stuff like this, But anyway, I thought, well, you know what? If I bring a membership program in, I'll do these special reviews, and that's the gist of it. Really. So that's why there's that partition. It wasn't purposefully to kind of withhold things from all the people who reviewed the channel. It's just I wasn't originally going to do them, and when I thought, what can I do special for members when I got the opportunity to do the member program, that stood out, and that's why I do it basically. So yes, there we go. So so 1 year ago, as I say, Mango Extreme, Nestle Extreme, Exotic Mango and Passion Fruit. I did have a lovely, went out last week, meet some family. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? Time goes by, I don't know when it was. Anyway, I think it was last weekend. Went out, had a nice time out with the family. We got Mr. Whippy ice cream as well, actually. And I was a bit, thinking, is it going to be that great? We're going to end up with like a cone with no ice cream in it. I was a bit sort of like that. But it's actually very nice. It was really nice. Get quite a substantial amount of ice cream, a bit flake in there as well. And they got strawberry sauce on it, and also this blue sauce, which turned out to be bubblegum, which was still very nice, but it was melting so quickly. Honestly, it was just I had to sort of step up my game really. I was taking it easy, and then also all calamity hell broke loose basically. I think I lost one of the flakes, and also so I had to just quickly sort myself out. So there we go. Yes. Just need a bit of that Aldi Choco caramel chocolate. It's very nice and doesn't taste like a cheap knockoff of Cadbury Galaxy. I also think you should do a Galaxy review after the Dairy Milk. Yeah, maybe we should really do a versus of Dairy Milk and Galaxy. Yeah, well, especially as well, as I say, I've done the Galaxy, the Dairy Milk one rather, haven't I? So yeah, it has been a while. I do like the Galaxy, I must say, and I think I do want to do review Galaxy again, and some of the classics. I've got so many things to review, but I do want to try and do like a classic review, as in one of the ones I probably did, 8 years ago, whatever. Perhaps every week. I might try and start doing that. Really, I might try and start doing. Maybe I want to do more polls when I've got more time and I get back into the channel proper. I want to do more polls as well, more for the sort of like the members to view, do some polls on what I should review, or should at least. Not necessarily, well, I guess what I should physically taste to review, and then publishers a different matter. Silver member levels, level members and above can vote on what I actually will publish. Try to sort of make some exclusive things like that. That's the gist of it. But I wanted to do something so what should I actually get the review done. At least it's in my back catalogue then, as in the review to do. So I was thinking I might do that. What to vote for the exclusives, what to actually sort of do this week, prioritise basically. I think was the gist of it. Yeah. So there's a few things I want to do. I want to get all that done into it. So we'll see, but yes, definitely, I think I've got those chocolate caramel ones. I think I've got so many things in the backlog now, Andrew. I was just moving it upstairs today, just tidying up a bit. So many things in the backlog, it's just ridiculous. I can't, but hopefully I'll get on top of it. Hopefully I will. So what should I do? Should I do 5 years? I'd start with 5 years ago. I think I normally do 5 years ago, and I think I'd prefer to go back that far, I think. So I'll do 5 years ago. Let's get the graphics up and running. Let's see what's going on. There we go. Right, I think we're getting good, not made a mistake yet, so fingers crossed that, let's see, hang on, let's have a look, now, there we go, the now year, and hang on, will I get this one right? I think I might pick the wrong one here. Oh, there we go, yes, great stuff, Is that right, 2019? Yeah, I can't believe 2019, 5 years ago, absolute madness that, it's just absolute madness, but there we go. Alright, so yes, so 5 years ago, the white chocolate crunch bar from Nestle. Remember this one? This was one of the bar that I always said I loved, and I do really. It was a lovely bar, this one. It's unfortunately been discontinued in the UK. I don't think it's come back. Maybe I had to get it imported, and I think this review was from an import copy. I think Scotty might have sent it to me actually. He got it from like a Polish shop or something along those lines anyway. Very nice bar, and you know what I gave it? Well, I did give it, yes, a 5 out of 5, yeah, because it's just so nice. Nestle white chocolate, as Andrew will testify, although things might have changed since then, but it used to be some of the best white chocolates. Really nice it was. And just the crunchy Rice Krispie pieces in it. But basically a white chocolate bar with Rice Krispie pieces in it, but it was just so nice. Did a milk chocolate one as well, but Nestle milk chocolate isn't as good, and it noticeably wasn't as good in this one. Yeah, I was going to comment on the Dairy Milk review, even though it's a very nice chocolate. I think the UK, our childhood memories of it might make us think it's more special than it is. Yeah, it wasn't quite as. I did feel a bit disappointed, I guess you'd say. It wasn't quite the the powerhouse I expected it to be. I still gave it a 4 out of 5. I think it's still very special, but yeah, it certainly wasn't pushing the 4.5s like I thought it would do. They don't do white crunch anymore, but if you melt some Milky Bar, mix it with Rice Krispies, and let them harden, you get the same effect. Yeah, very true, very true. You can. I think you did that, didn't you, as well? I remember you saying about that in Discord. Yeah, interesting one, that one. Yeah, we definitely can. Although, is the what do you think of Nestle Milky Bar nowadays, Andrew? Is it as good? I'm sure it might have been yourself, but someone was saying that they've changed the recipe and it's not as good. I did have it to re-review, but I've not done it yet. But yeah, the white chocolate crunch. Well, you know what? I mean, I loved it at the time. I must admit, I don't think I've had it since really. But you know what? I don't think I can. I don't think I can lower that. 5 out of 5. It's a lovely bar. It's just it was perfectly balanced. It was a lovely bar. I really enjoyed it. It was my favourite one for a long time. I think it just really ticked a lot of boxes. Obviously you've got to like white chocolate. It's not any other, but you can say it with most chocolate products, can't you? You've got to like what it's made of. Very nice one, that one. Definitely going to keep that the same. Maybe it's rose tinted specs, partially something like Andrew was mentioning, sort of to go dairy milk and things. But but I don't know. I enjoyed that a lot. Very nice indeed. Now, apologies if you can hear some kind of motoring outside. I think someone's just started mowing the lawn very close to my house. I think. Hopefully it won't last too long, but hopefully you can't hear it. We'll see. But apologies if you can. So what else did I do? What else did I have 5 years back? Let's have a look. Now, it is the FA Cup final today, so it might be a bit of a quiet day today. I know I think I was watching before, my team, Manchester United, beat Manchester City, so 2-0 at the time, although who knows what it is now. Milky Bar is still nice, but it changes with the same as European Galac, yes. And it also its edge for me. They also reduced the milk content. Still nice, but the old version was better. I think that's probably meant to be. Yes, yeah, better. There we go. Yes, it was better. Yeah. I need to try it. I noticed they changed the wrapper as well, and it doesn't look as appealing. The wrapper, it's sort of like it's just pure white. I don't know. It doesn't look quite as good either. So yeah. Oh well, but it's one of those, isn't it? Always the case. You get used to them after a while. This was the McVitie's pineapple Jaffa cake bars. So there we go. So basically, I think with his Jaffa Cake bars, I think they were pretty good actually. I thought they were a very good alternative, or in fact, almost I won't say replacement, alternative to actual Jaffa Cakes. I thought they tasted really nice. And what did I give this one? Surprisingly, I was thinking it'd be a bit of a higher score than this, but I gave it 4 out of 5. What did I say? The sponge is very nice on this one, like a lot of cake bars where the sponge is just there and doesn't do much. This one's actually very nice. And the pineapple flavour is quite nice, although I'm not sure it's actually pineapple, or as in really tastes like pineapple. But I'm not a massive pineapple fan, so it worked for me. It's got the usual packaging problems, I think. But the actual bar looked like it does on the packaging. When I said usual packaging problems, you probably fit in another bar or something like that. I think it does anyway. Although this one said it's nothing like an actual Jaffa Cake, but I did find, I'm sure I did later on, so maybe I'll change my mind later on this one. But I did find the actual the cake bars I thought were a good alternative to Jaffa Cakes really. And at the time I seem to imply in my review this wasn't the case this one, so I could be wrong with that. I know in the previous review I didn't have the same symbol, did I? I forgot to do that. We'll do it this time. But I think for me, you know what? I think these are just good cake bars, these Jaffa Cake ones, to be honest with you. And they're definitely, for me, when I last did a review of one of these, I'm sure I said it was very similar to the Jaffa Cake and thought it was a good alternative. Maybe not similar to it, but it ticked the boxes and was a nice way of having a similar effect, I thought. And yeah, it just worked quite well. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 as well, I think. And, I'm not going to, based on what I said, sounds like I was a bit negative on it too. There wouldn't be any higher than a 4. But yeah, but I think they're definitely no lower than a 4, that's for sure, these Jaffa Cake bars. I think they're actually very nice. If you're a fan of Jaffa Cakes, I think they just work very well. Funny thing with Jaffa Cake bars is that Jaffa Cakes are already cake. Well, this is it. I know this is the thing. It is a bit of a funny one, but they are different enough to justify it. Yeah. But it's a good point. I mean, it does beg the question: why not just make it? But they are quite slightly different. I think the Jaffa Cake themselves has the base of the cake is a bit sort of hard. I guess it's quite crackly as well. I think this is actually milk chocolate rather than dark chocolate as well in this cake bar. But yeah, it does beg the question, what's the point? But yeah, but they do. There is a point to them. They do work quite well. Unlike, I think you just would have saw the Twix Secret Sensitive. Even now, Scotty mentioned he really liked them. Well, I do really like them, but for me, they were just exactly the same as a Twix, but just in a different shape. And those ones, I do think, I'm not too sure what the point is, really. But for me, anyway, I don't know. Scott seems to think, I think maybe has a different opinion, but I definitely felt they were very, very, very similar. But yeah, that one, yep, nice. I recommend Jaffa Cake bars, especially if you're a Jaffa Cake fan. But I think, I think they're ones that actually work quite well as cake bars for sure. Here's what Phaser. You always hear me about. Well, maybe long-time viewers of the channel will know. I'm a big fan of Carl Phaser chocolate. I love their milk chocolate actually. It's not like going to blow your socks off, but it's just a very nice milk chocolate. I do really like it. And this one was there sort of. Basically, Dumley, I think it's pronounced. I'm not sure what it is. Basically, it's like Werther's Originals, sort of soft, the soft chew Werther's Originals. It's like that basically with bits of that inside this bar. So interesting one basically. What did I give it? Well, I gave another one actually. I gave 4 out of 5. I think it was. Let's have a check. Yes, I think it was. Yeah, 4 out of 5. This one was nice actually. It was nice. It was basically milk chocolate. We'll say with these sort of chewy caramel bits in it. Did like it a lot really. But the thing with it was. Well, it was a good ratio, but the thing with it was the toffee sort of overrode, or I don't want to say overpowered, but basically, you got a bit of the taste of the toffee and lost quite a lot of the taste of the chocolate really, and it was just a bit. The chocolate's so nice that I didn't really want that to happen. So for me, I don't know, it was a bit. It was well balanced, but it also wasn't at the same time. I think the proportions were right, but I think that's just the toffee taste. I don't know. For me, I just lost a bit of the chocolate taste, and I do particularly like Phaser's chocolate. So yeah. So I think you know what though, I don't think that's enough to mark it down the really. So again, it's another one. It's the same. I think a good 4 out of 5 still. It's a nice product, that one, but as I say, one of them. You remember the Jaffa Cake Donuts they brought? You can still get those, Andrew. I saw them just today actually. Yeah, it was I quite like those actually. A lot of people didn't like them, but I actually quite like them. I didn't. But probably 4 out of 5, I think. But I did quite like them. But you can still get them. Yeah, I saw them just today actually. Yeah, thinking, we don't hear much about them, and I'm surprised you can still get them. To be honest with you, yeah, I've never heard many people talk about them in a sort of like, you've got to eat these sort of thing. And when I sort of gave them to some friends after I reviewed them, because I had some left over, who were fans of Jaffa Cakes, I don't think they were that bowled over. I definitely preferred them than they did. But yeah, strange, they're still around. But as I say, I'm surprised that they're still around. I didn't think there was much demand for them, and I've not heard many people talk about them really. Especially when you're saying, do you remember them? It's like, as I mean, it's just, I just don't think there's much. I think people just tend to walk past them. And I think they're also not in the same section as Jaffa Cakes either. Although sometimes they are, but today when I saw they weren't, they were somewhere separate, they're in like the breakfast bar, snack bar-y type section, So might be why a lot of people don't see them anymore, maybe. But yeah. Anyway, right, there we go. So what else? Yes, the orange dime as well. Orange dime, strange packaging on this one. It seems to definitely look off-centre, that one, but that's how it was. Orange dime. So dime's lovely. I'm sure everyone knows what dime is. Or spelling is different than it used to be when I was young. It used to be D-I-M-E, but just changed it to pronunciation still the same. D-A-I-M. It used to be an insult when I was younger. There's an advertisement where some guy, I think it was what's his face? I forgot the name of the comedian now. Usually partnered with Paul Whitehouse. But I forgot his name now. Anyway, that's annoying. I forgot his name. But anyway, yeah, they just did a comedy sketch where he was just some guy who was a bit obviously not quite the highest IQ, I think, and ended up calling him a dime bar or something like that. So when I was young, I used to call people dime bars at school as an insult. Don't know if anyone remembers that, but it don't really lasted for very long. But there we go, that was one thing. This one, surprisingly enough, yeah, I gave another 4 out of 5. This one, yeah. So the reason for it, dime bars are very nice. You probably a 4.5. A dime bar, maybe higher. Almond caramel's really nice in it. I love that. It's very distinct, a dime bar. It's got a very distinct almond caramel centre, very nice and crunchy. The chocolate's actually, I wouldn't say it's amazing chocolate, but it just works really well in the context of the dime bar. Really distinct, really nice. It's a lovely bar, very chewy, lovely crunch. Lots of good stuff about it, really. But this one, the orange flavour thought just kind of didn't quite work with the taste of the caramel, and I think that's kind of a lot of these limited edition dime bars had that problem really, where some of them just didn't quite work, and it was nice though. But that's why it was basically a 4 rather than anything else. And to be honest with you, again, I think it's probably about the same really. It was still nice though. It was still nice, but it definitely, the orange, I don't know, it had an orange flavour. It was okay, but it kind of just worked against the caramel flavour really. I recommend the Asda own brand lemon Jaffa Cake. I had those just the other day, Andrew. I got them for a friend actually. 95p for 12. I think, did I review them? I think I might have reviewed them, but I haven't published it. I'm not sure. I think, or did I review it? I feel like I reviewed those. I'm sure Alan Lockhart mentioned something. But you're right. They are good value for money, and they taste nice. You get fewer in it. Do you get 8 now in the or they shrank them or something like that, haven't they? The real Jaffa Cakes. I think you used to get 12. Never done them. Yeah, I don't think I've actually reviewed them, but I think I've reviewed. Oh, hang on, no. Yeah, I have reviewed them. I've not published them, so I might need to do that. I've got loads of stuff I've reviewed, not published. But you're right, Andrew. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, as you say, you get more, and they're just as good, really. And you get the lemon ones. They do have a strawberry one, don't they, as well, or a raspberry one or the other. And they also do the mini ones as well, which I do have in the stash. I'm going to make my own Jaffa Cake chocolate bar, actually. That's the plan. But the mini ones that Asda do are very nice. They're basically, they're sort of the same size as real Jaffa Cakes. You just don't have the surround that goes around the middle for all intents and purposes. It might be slightly different size, but I think they're roughly the same. And they're very nice. You get a pack of those. You get loads of them in the pack as well. They're really good. Yeah, I really recommend those as well. But yeah. And then, I think Asda these days are pretty good. And they do their own caramel milk as well, Andrew. Have you seen, or at least, is it called caramel? It's not called caramel milk. It's probably called blonde chocolate or something. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good as well. Better than Milky Bar's caramel, Milky Bar, whatever it was. Nestle's caramel Milky Bar. Harry Enfield, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I can't remember his name. Yeah. Who did I say was the other one? Did I say? I've got the other guy's name now. I can't remember what the other guy's name was. Goodness me. Paul Whitehouse, that's what I said, didn't I? I think I said him, but I didn't say Bob Mortimer. But yeah, Paul Whitehouse was who I meant anyway. But yeah, Harry Enfield's the one. Yes, that's the guy. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with Asda's own brand stuff actually. It was about, I've mentioned this a few times, but it was about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. They just all of a sudden just really upped the game as far as their chocolate selections area was. They just really revamped it. They basically turned it from like a very pretty poor offering to just a massive whole section with loads of stuff, maybe even more than one section. And it just went really nice and had loads of selection in there. And their own brand stuff over the years, as you mentioned with the fingers they do, Andrew, and stuff like that have become pretty good. they've just really done a good job actually. So very very impressed, very pleased with Asda's stuff actually. Right, so 1 year ago, we're back onto 1 year's one. Well, yeah, we are back onto 1 year's, aren't we? So what do we do? Well, Biscoff, yes. Yeah, the Lotus Biscoff white chocolate Biscoff cream bar. Scotty was a massive fan of these ones. Couldn't find this for a while. You can get it in B&M now. It's quite prominent in B&M. You see it quite a lot. Now, what did I give this one? Have I got it somewhere? Right, well, I gave it, surprisingly, I gave it a 4 out of 5. I was expecting a 3.5. I gave it a 4. So it looks great. It's massive. It's a really big bar, this one as well. It's a massive bar. It's real heft to it. Lots of Biscoff cream in it as well. And the white chocolate works pretty well with Biscoff, actually. I think that's why it got a higher mark than otherwise. Now, they did do milk chocolate ones of these, and they did do a dark chocolate one, but the 2 milk chocolate ones they have, one's got the cream in and one's got like chunky pieces in, possibly as well as the cream. But this one you can only get the cream version. I've been checking to see if they ever do the biscuit one. I think the cream for me is just not quite as tasty as you'd hope, and it's the case with Biscoff spread as well. It's just not that tasty really. I don't know. There's not as much taste as you'd expect there to be, which is a real shame with that one. So this one, I don't know. I've never really gone back to it. I don't know. I'm going to give myself the benefit of the doubt on this one, but I think it's probably closer to a 3.5 out of 5, and I'm almost tempted to do that. But Scotty loved it, and I remember, I'm quite sure, I'm sure the other ones I didn't give as high a mark as this, and so I'm quite sure there's something a bit more special about it. And I think the white chocolate just made it a bit more, really. It is a bit greasy though. It's one of those where the cream sort of seeps through a bit. It's one of them. It's a funny bar, but Biscoff fans definitely worth checking out. And white chocolate and Biscoff do go very well indeed. Yeah, it has to be said. Yeah, has to be said. Now, actually, I forgot to do the gifting, so I was going to do it halfway through. Let's have a look. So, gift some memberships. Basically, in order to receive a gifted membership, it's well available. You have to opt into it. I think it's just Google covering them back, YouTube just covering them back, because obviously you are being gifted something. So I think they've just said, right, well, there is a terms and conditions, but I don't think there's any reason not to opt in. I don't think you get anything. I don't think it does anything. I think you just got to say, yes, I'm willing to accept a gifted membership, because it could have content and things that obviously Google is in control of, so you can't just, be given something that you're not aware of, basically. So you have to opt into it. So it's one of the options. I think if you double click on the it's the join option next to the window, and or however you're watching it, but there'll be a join option next to subscribe or unsubscribe. Hopefully unsubscribe, because you would have subscribed. Yeah, but a join option. Basically, you click on that. You click on the options or 3 dots or something along those lines, and it'll say allow membership gifting. Somewhere along. It's quite simple, easy to find. Just click on membership gifting, or click on the options, then membership gifting, or one combination of all that. Anyway, you've got to opt in. So there's like a slider, something along those lines. Put that slider on, toggle it so it's there, and you'll be able to gift the membership. So I'm going to wait. I'll just tidy up the screen. When that's done, I will then gift some memberships, 5 free ones. So as I say, I think Andrew's had it before now, probably in his old account. I don't know. Maybe get 2 memberships, Andrew. Yeah, if you're lucky, who knows? But obviously, hopefully it'll. Yeah. I don't know how Google YouTube works it out. It does do it randomly, as far as I know, but there might be some sort of algorithm that's involved. It probably is. But anyway, all right. Membership gifting. Let's see. So I do have gift 5. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. All right, let's have a look. So let's have a look. See, we'll be in the chat. So I don't think I can see it myself. So Georgie's got one again. I think Georgie's had one about 3 times now. Vex, well done, Vex, and well done, Georgie. Of course, very lucky. Cass, good luck. Okay, well, good luck. Well done. Cass, Smithy number 1. I think he's had it before. And Touch the Red Button's back. He's had another one as well. So a few people. So I don't know why that is. It keeps giving the same people. I don't know if it's because they're more prominent on the channel, and it gives more people who are more interested in the channel than them. I don't know. Or maybe it's only 5 out of my subscribers, or 10, or maybe 15 who have actually opted in for the memberships. But I do get a lot of repeats. So, but yeah, there we go. That's the way it is. I can't help it. I can't pick it. I have no way of alternating it or anything like that. So apologies if you're not winning and someone else is all the time. I don't know how it's worked out. I can't control it. But there we go. So well done, Georgie. Well done again. I think this is your 3rd win. I think Vex, well done. Cass, well done. And Smithy number 1, well done. And Touch the Red Button, yes, touch that red button. Yeah, well done as well. Smithy and Touch the Red Button have had it before. I don't think Cass and Vex have, so they're sort of new. I think anyway. Apologies if you have had it before. But well done indeed. Right, so what's the other one I did? Another Biscoff one. Biscoff Kit Kat Chunky. Yeah, so what did I give this one? I gave this one did give this one a 4. Another 4. I've given a lot of things 4 today, haven't I, really? Lovely, smooth Biscoff taste. Chocolate works well, Biscoff. Wafer, nice crunch. Basically, you can't go too far wrong with this because Kit Kat Chunky is a solid base to have. And essentially just replacing like the peanut butter versions or whatever with Biscoff cream, sort of like Biscoff spread. Now, the peanut butter one is a 5 out of 5 bar. It's a lovely bar. It's a real distinct taste. Now, the Biscoff, it's just a bit of a weaker taste, really. I mean, I kind of wish it had a bit of a crunch of Biscoff in there, but it does have the wafer that sort of makes up for it, I guess, sort of simulates a crunch as such. Yeah, I don't know. This one, again, it's very much closer to a 3.5 than a 4, I think, than a 4.5 rather. I'm on the fence again about lowering it, really, because I don't know, I feel like I just would really rather have the peanut butter one, basically. But it's still nice. It's just not as Biscoffy as you'd like. But the Biscoff taste is always, I know it just comes across more in the biscuit rather than in this sort of like liquidized form. Hello, sir. Yes, just dropping by to say hi and hope you're well. I'm about to leave for Sainsbury's. Hope everyone has a good stream. Oh, thank you so much, Shuri. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well, Shuri. How's things going for you? Well, let me know what you get from Sainsbury's. Get some nice chocolate. Yeah, some good stuff there, I'm sure. Some Tonys, I bet. Yeah, definitely. I hope you have a good one, Shuri. Yeah, thanks so much for dropping by. And good to see you. I'm going to review that Tony's bar soon, I promise. I've got it in the backlog. It's definitely there. But yeah, good to see you, Shuri. Hope you're doing well. And have a good time at Sainsbury's and get lots of nice food. Yes, this one I'm tempted to, but I think just the fact that the Biscoff, just the Kit Kat Chunky is a solid, good product. I can't really, I think lower it really. But yeah, I don't know. It's not as good as you'd hope. It's a bit like the other one really, where the Biscoff is just a bit too, it just doesn't. It's not as flavourful, the Biscoff cream, as you'd hope it would be really. It's a bit of a shame, but there we go. Yeah, but there we are. All right, so let's just move the graphics a bit. Okay. So what else did we have? I'm looking to the left just because that's where my notes are on the interface. No, the Gold Billions bar, the McVitie's Gold Billions bar. So this was very hyped by a few people. The Gold bar. Gold bar's sort of like a cult classic. Still around. They've not cancelled this one, anything like that. It's still going. Now this one, what did I? Well, basically, what did I give this one? I gave this a 3.5 out of 5. So this one was a bit less than the 4 this time. But yeah, I was a bit disappointed with this one actually. And the reasons, it was nice, but it didn't work as a gold bar, I don't think. It looked great, has lots of flavours, lots of textures as well. Had actual chocolate in it, which isn't the case with actual gold bar. So it did taste slightly different as well. Gold bar is just some kind of, concoction you make that looks a bit like white chocolate of some sort, but it isn't really, obviously coloured gold. And this one had like a creaminess as well, which is nothing like the actual gold bar, and it tastes like mascarpone cream. So what you ended up with is like a cheesecake chocolate bar or cheesecake bar almost, really. It just tasted nothing like gold. It wasn't a great bar either, I didn't think, but it was certainly nothing like a gold bar. It was all right, yeah. So it was a bit disappointing, but a lot of people loved it, and and it's still, you can get it in B&M now. I think it disappeared for a while. It was only available in sort of small places, random places like a post office. I think I got mine in for some time, and it disappeared. I thought it just cancelled it, but it's reappeared again in B&M, so you can get it there. I do have one in the stash just in case, but yeah, unfortunately no chocolate today, but the sun is shining in Birmingham, so at least that's something to be happy about. And thank you. Take care, people. I'll have a good one, Shuri. Yes, whatever you get up to then. I hope you enjoy it. Have you tried the Asda copy of Marvelous Creations, the Jelly Poppy Cake? Yes, I have, Andrew. Yes, I have. That's another one I've reviewed but not published yet. I still need to try the Asda Blonde Bar. Yeah, it's not bad actually. It's not too bad. I enjoyed it. Actually. I did enjoy it. I think it's not quite as great as I hoped it would be, but it's still nice. Yeah, it's still nice. It's still. I don't think it's necessarily worse than the pop. I think the popping candy wasn't as strong as I'd like, really, and I think was non-existent, but it was a good one. But I hope to get that reviewed at some point. It's just in the backlog. Yeah, as in, well, the video published. Before I leave, Victor's going to a gold chocolate coated digestive soon. Oh wow, that would be pretty good. Well, let me know if you see that, Shuri. That'd be good. Nice, good little tip off to good way to end there, I think, Shuri. Yeah. Before you go. Yeah, goodness me, I'll keep an eye out for that one. Thanks, Shuri. That sounds very nice indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I've not had the chocolate coated ones for a while actually. I do like them, but I tend not, stuff like that. It's hard to when we've got so many things to review and taste and things. It's hard to get the more substantial chocolate sometimes. That's the very, very, very special. Well, I do like those. I think I just prefer the hobnobs and stuff like that. Chocolate hobnobs. You can get chocolate coated hobnobs as well, can't you? But I think just regular hobnobs are nicer. Those gold Billy wafer bars have got so much Instagram fanfare, but when they came out, I never saw them anywhere. I never saw them in Boots of all places. Yeah, when I got mine, I only found it in a post office randomly, and you know, and then even then I never saw it anywhere else. But eventually B&M is where it's at now. But you see Boots as well, just random places. Yeah, I think the Instagram thing definitely helps it along. But the fact that they never sold it in anywhere prominent must have hurt it. And then it disappeared. It never properly came out, I don't think. And it wasn't that great. It's nothing like a gold bar for me. And I think someone did really like it. But there's always someone who likes something, isn't there? You know, it's the way it is. I remember someone in the comments. But for me, it was just not a gold bar, really. And I don't know. I think this one, I've never had really any inclination to have it since. I think I was being quite kind. I'm going to say a 3 out of 5 in this one. I'm not really. It didn't do it for me. So it wasn't a gold bar. I don't know. It was a very strange one. This one, a very strange one. I'm sure, as I say, as a cheesecake bar, it wasn't too bad. But it still didn't blow me over, you know, really. But or bowl me over both. Maybe it's a bit harsh. Maybe 3.5 is about right. But I don't know. I've never really fancied going back to it. I never really. I don't know. It looks better than it is. It's got lots of textures. I think the advantage of it is it's just got lots of textures. It's got lots going on. But I just don't think it's as good as the sum of its parts for it. And I think that's why I sort of gave it 3.5, because there was a lot going on. It was interesting. They'd obviously tried something. But I think overall that doesn't sort of excuse the fact that it's just not like great a bar, really. I don't think. So yeah, a bit of a shame. Asda do a big 160-gram happy birthday chocolate bar which has salted caramel fudge pieces and honeycomb. No idea what fudge and honeycomb have to do with birthdays, but looks nice. I think I've seen that one, Andrew. I just think I dismissed it as just a block of chocolate. But there's more into it, is there? Right? I'll have to look into that then. I've ever seen the happy birthday bar. I think I've just always dismissed it, thinking it was just it was basically just happy birthday and that's it. But I'll look into that then, since it's got something else. I'll try and I think that's the one anyway. I'm sure it's them. But yeah, I'll look into that, Andrew. I've just dismissed it as being just a block of chocolate with happy birthday on, just a gimmick, you know. But if it's got other things in, that sounds interesting. All right, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Thank you. I'll keep an eye out for that. Right, well, the last one for today, Aero Melts Honeycomb. Yes, honey, what's it called? Does it say there? It says something else there, but I can't see what it is. What does it say? Golden. There we go. It just had a weird O in it that I couldn't quite work out. Yeah, Golden Honeycomb Melts. There we go. We're new a year back. They probably still say new on them. Who knows? But these were a bit shocking. These ones actually. I really 1.5 out of 5. I gave these. I just really did not like these ones at all. And they look great. That was the only thing I could say about them. But there's no actual honeycomb. It's just honeycomb flavour, and it doesn't taste nice. It's not very nice at all. Very sickly as well from whatever it is they're made of. It's not chocolate, I don't think. I'm quite sure. And there's a bar version of this as well. There's a golden honeycomb bar, but it's not the same. It's not the same ingredients, you know, and it's not particularly airy. The bubbles are a lot smaller. It's not made of the same thing. It's just not a very pleasant bar at all. It wasn't horrible, but you know, I think sort of like a 1 out of 5 is when something's just actively not nice. This wasn't horrible, but it was sickly. Wasn't very pleasant. The flavour wasn't that great. There was no honeycomb in it. It wasn't the same as the actual bar. Wasn't very airy. Wasn't very aero-like. Yeah, and so for me, I don't think there's anything, you know, you're going to spoil it there really. It's just the same. It's just not a good bar, that one. You can find the actual rating. Don't recommend those at all. I'm sure someone likes them, you know, and fair play to you, but just not a pleasant one, those ones. And then, you know, just really weren't. There's so many negatives about it, you know. That was when Nestle went mad for gold chocolate last year, but unfortunately it was a cheap version of blonde chocolate, really. Well, this is it. I'm not even sure those are actually chocolates. Well, you possibly meaning the Milky Bar version, aren't you? No, yes, yeah. But yeah, it wasn't great at all, that one. But these ones, I don't think these are actually even real chocolate. It's just more like the, you know, when you do like the Neapolitan ones, where the non-chocolate ones, the strawberry one or whatever is raspberry one, and the the white one aren't actually chocolate. You know, I don't know what it is, but just confectionery, sweet confectionery or something. It says it's called. Yeah. Yes, I'll say my nan likes these because she said they tasted of cinder toffee, but she always says the same about pretty much anything that's burnt. I say, goodness me. Well, at least she likes. I mean, there's always going to be someone who likes something. You know, it's just the way it is, isn't it? But at least she's happy with them, and yeah, you know, it's one of them. Obviously, it's always a bit subjective doing this sort of thing. There's always going to be someone who likes, I don't know, coconut more than I do, or Aero generally more than I do, or just as you say, this kind of affair, chocolate sort of honeycomb taste more than I do, stuff like that. And there's always going to be people who like it less than I do as well. It's just the way it goes. But for me, these ones were very disappointing. Obviously feel free to try them. I definitely recommend trying them, but because you never know. But for me, they were just a pretty poor product. These ones just didn't have anything good to say about those at all, really. Shame, really, shame. But there we go. I think Nestle and Aero products, for me, I don't know. A lot of people like Aero more than I do, and I must admit it's just a regular Aero, and the Mint Aero specifically as well. I mean, the Neapolitan ones I was not a fan. Some people like those. I wasn't a massive fan of them. I'm not really a massive fan of the Aero Melts particularly. I don't mind them, but the chocolate ones are okay, I think. In Aeros themselves, I don't know, I prefer Whispers. So, I don't know. But this one, I mean, even despite all that, I don't think it's my dislike or not particularly being too mad on Melts that was the problem here. It was just the fact it just was a bit sickly, wasn't a decent flavour, and wasn't particularly Aero-like either. I think it's necessary. Let's go making caramel popular again. But the caramel munchies, but unfortunately, blonde chocolate and caramel has sort of killed off that sort of thing. Yeah, this is it. There's lots of it all over the place now, isn't it? Yeah, and caramel, a bit of a shame. I mean, caramel went. I mean, I thought it was still popular. Caramel. It always seems to be a relatively big name, but especially when you rebranded their munchies caramel as well. I think they'd only do it for something that was worth it, but obviously, I don't know. Yeah, just obviously wasn't doing very well, really, which is, a shame, really, I guess. Although having said that, I never really bought one, so what can I say? It's always one of those, isn't it, where you see a super saying, oh, it's a shame, I really like those and things, but just tend to not buy them anymore. Ferrara's own brand of bubbly bars to be honest. Nestle Milk Chocolate has a cheap taste to it in Aerofilm. It's a bit too thin, like Yorkie, where it works better. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yorkie, well, it does work. You're right. Yeah, it does work in Yorkie, but milk chocolate and but in I don't know, other things. I don't think I've tried Asda's bubbly one. I didn't know they did one actually. To be honest with you, I don't think I'll have to look out for that. You did regular chocolate and things, but I didn't know they did bubbly chocolate. So yeah, I'll have to look out for that one. I'll say Asda do good chocolate range. Asda, as I say, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with their range of stuff. Definitely recommend checking them out. It's just going better and better, and they don't taste bad either. They don't taste like an own brand chocolate particularly. Yeah, so there we go. But yeah, right. Well, that brings us to the end of this one. Yeah, this look back episode was 50. I forgot what it was now. What look back 48. I was going to say 84 originally, and then realised that was not the case. But yeah, had a good one there. Good sort of selection of chocolates there. Some interesting, quite some high quality ones, but those melt ones, definitely not sure it's worth persevering with those, that's for sure. I don't think. I mean, give them a try, but Ken was one of those bars. I only had them about once every 5 years. I remembered it briefly. Like with Breakaway, people said they stopped them, but admitted they never bought them. Yeah, I mean, I quite like Breakaway, and I bought them like once a year. So I mean, to be honest with me, it's a bit difficult because I can't really be buying chocolate for pleasure too much because I really have so much to review. It's very rare that I get the chance to be able to have the luxury of buying other chocolates because I've got so much to eat anyway. But it was a go-to mine when I went to I did like a getaway with some friends. I did get some Breakaways, and used to be one, but I never really bought them other than that, I must say. But having said that, that was kind of the typical ones for me. I think I only bought Kit Kats then, and Penguins and other things, these little bars. I did like them, but yeah, I never bought them very frequently, that's for sure. As I say, for me, it's difficult for me to buy chocolate frequently, really. But that was as frequent as it probably gets for me once a year, really. But yeah, that's obviously not good enough. Yeah, it's but it's a shame. But yeah, as you say, other people as well just don't really buy them. I mean, but again, I'm the same with all chocolate. I haven't bought. I mean, well, I got that dairy milk. That's the first time I had a dairy. Other than just a specific dairy milk chocolate, I think for years, because I only get them when I review them. And because I've got all these other chocolates, so I it's one of those for me. There are some exceptions to it, but as you can imagine, I've got a pile of chocolate, a massive pile of like 60, 70 bars to go through. I can't be buying them for pleasure, really, unfortunately, because I haven't got the calories, especially when I've been losing weight as well, one of those. But there we go. Well, I've dominated chat, but something had to do it. I've probably made up for my absence by now. Yeah, no, it's good to see you, Andrew, and don't worry about it. Well, it's the FA Cup final, as I say today, so Alan will be watching that. I don't know if Scotty's into football, we might be, and so it's one of them, but don't worry, it's nice to see you, Andrew, and glad thanks for the support as well. Why do I keep getting memberships to this channel? Well, I don't know, Vex. You obviously done something right. You had it before, yeah. Well, apologies if you don't want them. I don't know what I can do about that. I don't think there's any detriment to getting them, but there we go, yeah. But there you go. I don't know, maybe unlucky or lucky. I'm not sure really, but there we go, yeah. So, there we are. But I think you can sign out. If you don't, you can opt out. I don't know if you can opt out to individual channels. I don't know if you have to just opt out for the whole thing. I'm not sure, but yeah, I have no idea why you keep getting it. I don't know. I don't mean to give them you. They just get done randomly by Google or YouTube, whoever it is. But yeah, there we go. But if you don't want them, yeah, you can sign out. You can opt out. But I don't think there's any reason. I don't think it's not like I'm going to. Well, basically, you just get an exclusive review every month. Is the gist of it. So, I guess if you don't want that, I don't know why you'd be subscribed to it. So yeah, so there we go. But hopefully you do enjoy it. Fingers crossed anyway. But if not, I don't know. Yeah, the answer's probably to unsubscribe, I think. So feel free to do it. I think that's the gist of it. So there we go, Vex. But all right, well, good to see everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Congratulations to Vex, or commiserations to Vex, and congratulations to George as well. Well done. Touch the red button, Smithy, and Cass as well. Well done indeed. Yeah, good stuff, and I hope you enjoy your membership. And obviously, Vex, if you don't want to, I'd probably suggest unsubscribing. Basically, I think is just. I think that's the only way to stop it. Because if you opt out of memberships, I think you do it for everyone. So unless that's what you don't want any memberships at all. I don't know, but there we are. But there we go. All right, well, have a good day, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and enjoy your chocolate whatever you eat. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now. See ya.